songs like that, they are stories that people can identify with. You know what I mean? Anybody. Children were singing this song at graduations, at weddings, at funerals.
Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia is still fresh to this day. Actually, let me rephrase that. Dua Lipa's platinum-selling, best pop vocal, Grammy-winning album, Future Nostalgia, is still fresh to this day.
I think we should have that conversation.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Dante, and I make videos on social media, pop culture commentary, and lifestyle content. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notif bell, because I plan to do a lot more videos on Dua Lipa in the future, especially since she's already in the studio for the third album. Y'all should be scared. That's all I'm saying. I just want to say that Dua Lipa is here to stay. Y'all bullied her, you leaked her album, you dragged her, and my girl is here doing numbers, more than your fave currently. Today, we are ranking Future Nostalgia, the Moonlight edition, and we are talking about how this is such a quintessential disco pop album of the decade, and will most likely, definitely, stand the test of time. I think it's safe to say we need to leave disco music to the British and Donna Summers, because Kylie Minogue, Jessie Ware, Rina Sawayama, and Dua, they did what everyone else is failing to do here. I don't know about you guys, but 2021 has been such a dry year, but Dua is filling that gap from an album in 2020. I have always had faith in Dua. I have been standing since 2017. I have randomly stumbled upon her in 2017 on iTunes the night her album happened to drop, and I saw the Blow Your Mind video. I was instantly hooked, okay? I was instantly hooked. The velvety, smooth, husky voice interlaced with the sugary, sweet pop synths. It's everything I needed to confirm that she was the next star. And no one believed me. Everybody clowned me. I predicted New Rules would be huge, and my friends laughed at me. Guess who was singing the lyrics word for word by Summer? Guess who was singing the lyrics word for word by Summer? And that's why I felt very personally victimized. And everyone happened to start standing her after the Grammys, and my thoughts were just like, where have y'all been for the last 4 years? I've been here. I've been here.
I've been here.
So anyways, let's get to the ranking. Each song placing has been carefully thought out. I'll provide context so you can argue with the wall. And let me know what your opinions are in the comments below. Again, we are doing the Moonlight edition, nothing from Club Future Nostalgia and Can They Hear Us? So let's get started. So everything is kind of sorted out into tiers, and the first tier of songs is, they're not bad songs. There's no Dua Lipa song that's bad, she cannot do wrong. I'm just not playing it, or what if it comes on shuffle, I might listen to it, or I might skip it, and that's no shade. So number 19 is Boys Will Be Boys. Boys Will Be Boys. I don't have anything against this song. I love a song with a good message. We love a feminist anthem. She's very cute, but she's no Who Runs the World girls. I think this is a great performance for the Women's March, an interlude on the tour, a little commercial for Girl Scout cookies, okay? Like, it's got some fun lyrics, but it's just that when you compare it to the other tracks we have, better places to be. I just think it was a really weak way to end the standard album on its own, but it does close the album out nicely when you listen to it in order, but just as a standout alone, it's nothing special. It's not really disco. The chorus is a tad bit repetitive, but again, I like the message and the lyrics, and I will say that I highly enjoyed the Club Future Nostalgia version. In fact, the Club Future Nostalgia version was highly slandered for no absolute reason. The Levitating remix was the worst way to represent that album, because I think the Blessed Madonna did a great job on, most of the songs. You just need to have a real understanding of club music samples to get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And if you're not feeling the Horse Meat remix of Love Again, or the mashup of Break My Heart and Jean Marquet's Cosmic Girl, then you must not get invited to parties often. I'm sorry. So number 18 is Not My Problem. Not My Problem. So now, listen, y'all do a little bit too much on a lot of the Moonlight Edition songs when they're not even that bad. It's really weird. I think this is another little fun club song, and even with the simple production, is a very catchy chorus. Kind of like a nursery rhyme. It's repetitive like Boys Will Be Boys, but with some more interesting production, and it's a little bit Mario Kart reminiscent. It's giving a little bit Rainbow Track. I'm sorry. It gives me like World Cup Brazil vibes. I don't know how to explain it. There's nothing really else I have much to say. So number 17 is Undia. Who on the PR team decided this was the time to close this was the song to close with the Moonlight edition? They need to be fired immediately. It's not a bad song, the vocals are great, the features are cool, but she's not a standout girl. I think it's something sweet for the little TikTok kids.
I don't know what the fuck this is, okay? It's just something sweet for the fucking kids, okay?
It's perfectly fine, I'll bop to it by the pool, but again, I don't know who came up with that. Number 16. Good in Bed. Now this is honestly such a grower. When it grows on you, it's so catchy. And it's a little flirtatious. She's tongue-in-cheek. It's a raunchy song and I love it. She's very camp. Again, kind of off theme, but somehow Dua makes it work. I also thoroughly enjoyed the remix of it. But again, compared to what's higher, she's not a highlight. And I actually wouldn't mind a music video to this. I'm not gonna lie. The bridge is hilarious. Like I said, it's a fun song, not to be taken seriously. We don't need to make a statement all the time. It reminds me very much of Dua's mother. Last Friday night kind of vibe. Number 15 is is that kind of woman. I'm sorry, y'all act like this is a hideous song. When she's got very stunning production, again, you don't have that pop music ear like me. You know, that kind of woman she's sophisticated. She's the type of girl who's having a martini on the rooftop of NYC, mysteriously staring into the sky. I would like this as a single. Yep, I would. It's again this low because Future Nostalgia is so phenomenal that someone has to be, you know, in this spot. So now we're gonna enter the second tier of what I hear these songs, what it forces me to kind of listen to the whole album because they're cute bops and I want to revisit everything. So number 14 is Cool. Now, I don't know who told y'all this was the masterpiece that you think it is, but it's not. It's a great Dua Lipa song, better than anything this year, but she's not top 3 and no top 1, okay? She's not as qualified as y'all make her out to be, and I don't know who started these malicious rumors. It's fun, it's relaxing, it's dreamy, it's pop, but where is the nostalgia in it? I'm just saying. So number 13 is Levitating remix with DaBaby. You know, one tired music trend that I hope is fading away with the 2010s is the pop music remix. You know, there's not much anything different to it. Throwing on a rapper. What amazes me about Dua Lipa though is that I wanted Levitating to be a single so badly. We all did. And she did. She fumbled the bag 2 times. And she somehow didn't mess it up. You know, the first time was a standard. Then the Blessed Madonna remix with Madonna and Missy Elliott. And I really thought we were done with Levitating. I thought it was over for her. But then this remix came out of nowhere. I can't complain. I'll share my thoughts on the solo version later. This is DaBaby's most enjoyable verse to me.
A cute little, you know, left foot, right foot levitating. Like, I live for that.
Number 12 is Now this was so random to me, but when I listened to it, I was like, okay, I see the vision. Dua and Angela, they did what they had to do. I don't know what the hell they're saying in French, but best believe every time I hear this, I'm moving, I'm jumping.
Everyone better be jumping.
It's so good that it's hard to rank all of these. So number 11 is We're Good. Who started the We're Good slander campaign? Y'all are sick and twisted for it. And look who's laughing now, sitting at number 39, top 10 pop radio. Like, this is the typical sound of the album? No. But it was the perfect transition single to the Moonlight edition. And it's keeping Dua's foot on y'all neck. This is honestly her just throwing us crumbs to tide us over. Because I know the B-sides are coming. I know more is coming, and I'm perfectly happy with this. I love the underlying trap beats in the Titanic themed music video. I thought it was genius. Y'all didn't. I liked it. Y'all are so bitter for what? For what? I mean, did your house get any bigger? Your bank account? Stop hating on her because she's a pretty girl. She entered Billboard. I know y'all mad, but you need to get over it. So number 10 is Prisoner, and even though this is a Plastic Heart song, I really enjoyed this album. Midnight Sky is one of Miley's, if not her best lead single, and Prisoner solidified my faith in Plastic Hearts, and it's honestly such an excellent album that will have to be another video. I really think this collab will be a moment in time because we will look back at this as when Dua was disco and Miley was rock. I know for a fact that if this was 1982 or even 1994, this would have been a smash. Like, it's like Joan Jett meets Debbie Harry is simply iconic. I love the theme, the hot video, the vocals, that key change, earned that top 10 spot. To be honest, Dua is better on her own song than on a collaboration in my opinion, but Prisoner and One Kiss are the exceptions of a Dua collab done right. Number 9 is This deserves to be a single. We all need to hope and pray that she releases the remix with Normani. We were robbed. This is such a 2011-esque funk EDM throwback that you just can't help but not like. I mean, it's an instant smash on first listen. I love the duality of the funky bass and the synths. This is your Dua Lipa pop at its best. She's immaculate and she is the best song on Moonlight Edition. Okay, number 8 is Physical. Where do we even start? I think Physical is definitely a standout on the album. However, I think that y'all do a little bit too much. Like Cool saying it's the best song. I'm sorry, there are 7 better songs on here than Physical, but she has the staying power. Just not the best on Future Nostalgia. Like, I'm sorry, it's true. I will say that the Physical era was so much fun, and I'm surprised that it didn't take off here in North America, but then again, the Europeans always have better taste in everything. So the Olivia Newton-John sample is a no-brainer, and the music video hits different. You know, like the different parts of the heart, I loved it. The valve, you know, it's really where she stepped up her music videos with big budgets, sets, storylines, and more. I now look forward to her music videos more than ever. And actually, my favorite moment in this era was the workout video for Physical. This is the thing about Dua, is that she does the nostalgia theme so well by bringing back the Jane Fonda's like 80s workout videos, and this was such a perfect way to complement the song. I mean, I was legit working out to this. So now we're gonna enter the top tier of Future Nostalgia. These are songs that I would never skip. I would never say they're overrated, and I am in constant rotation. I'm like reaching out to it. Okay, so number 7 is Pretty Please. Now, Amanda on YouTube recently did a Future Nostalgia ranking that I enjoyed very much and actually sparked me to do this video, and she said it best. She said, Pretty Please plays smoothly like buttercream or butter on bread. As soon as I heard it, I knew this would be a deep cut. It was perfect. It was the perfect encapsulation of a summer song along with Levitating. I mean, the plucking guitar riffs, the synths, and the lead vocals and the cowbell in the back, it's like the cherry on top, you know? And it's on brand with the disco theme. So Pretty Please is like throwing your hands up in the air on a road trip without even getting in the car. Pretty Please is just a perfect deep cut that has the great spot between these big singles on the album. Number 8 is Hallucinate. Now, Hallucinate, again, I know it was destined to be a single and in the clubs. Between being in quarantine and watching Studio 2054, which is such another genius move on her part that I enjoyed every moment of. Hallucinate actually makes me a little bittersweet because it's a song that feels wrong to dance to in a global pandemic. Now, I deserve to hear this for the first time in the clubs, but things happen. And instead, I vicariously live through the Brits performance and the Studio 2054. I think these are two of the top 3 live moments that, that she's ever had. I mean, by the way, like the Jerry Jack Union homage, I mean, my girl knows what she's doing, cementing her legacy in front of our eyes. The only negative thing that I have to say is that We're Good and Levitating haters are usually Hallucinate stans, so y'all can stay mad because they are mad, actually, because, Hallucinate was released at the height of COVID with an animated video. I mean, that's what y'all deserve for slandering Levitating. I mean, I'd be mad too if my favorite single was shelved while another one got 2 remixes and a stunning video. But also, y'all didn't even appreciate the animated video, so it's kind of on your part. Number 5 is Love Again. Love Again. Love Again is majestic and beautiful, a little goddess. I love how Love Again is slower than the other upbeat songs, definitely could take any spot on Jessie Ware's What's Your Pleasure. I was actually listening to Britney Spanos on Rolling Stone's Music Now podcast, in which she had a perfect analogy where she described future nostalgia as like at the club and What's Your Pleasure, and then people are starting to leave the club. That's exactly how I feel about Love Again. It's very moody, dark, disco, mischievous, seductive, and like giving very much hot and bothered, like Mad Men, reckless, like table talk, scandalous. Do not even whisper about it. A violin arrangement should be used in the next Broadway play or Italian opera. I'm not even joking. I need some sort of opera moment at the Grammys in 2022. Now, for the music video, I had no idea what was going on for the video. I was envisioning a 2021 take on, I don't know, Justify My Love, or then she posted the cover art and I thought we were getting like an avant-garde smile, Joker, circus moment, but then the music video came out and then we had cowboys and I'm like, okay, and it left me still a little bit confused. I have to go and analyze it. Number 4. Don't Start Caring. Don't Start Now. Don't Start Now is going down as one of the best pop songs crafted this century, and I dare I say top 15 of 2010's greatest songs of all times. It's up there, and the lasting power that it had, it was number 2 longer than the last 20 number 1 debuts. So one thing about Dua, she's gonna have that longevity. She's a climber, she's a grower. When she hits, there's no going back. Songs explode everywhere, you don't see it coming. The only way I can describe my feelings about Don't Start Now is by going in chronological order. So, she got bullied, the one kiss moment, whatever. Winning the notoriously cursed Best New Artist Grammy and being relatively quiet for 2019, I was getting worried. I thought it was over, we was down bad. But then her IG was blacked out, we got that glorious snippet with the chair and the yellow latex, and it was just simple, elegant, smart. I knew it would be a smash. Number 45 debuted. I think everyone was saying it was a flop on Twitter, I believe. Sophomore slump, but I had faith. And see, when you do talentry, the talent bites back, the talent shine through, and we got what we got. We got the iconic EMA's performance, the yellow set, the Mugler bodysuit. Like, come on now. She gave us choreography, and the rest is history. I'll also say that the live version of Don't Start Now in the LA studio is probably my favorite version ever. Number 3. Future Nostalgia. I'm sorry, but this is the best title track I've heard since maybe Thank You Next or Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe. I mean, this is such a slept-on song that I absolutely adore. And y'all do a little bit too much on Twitter saying it's bad, but this is again like good and bad. It's tongue-in-cheek lyrics and cocky, and it has that sleek production. And Jeff's been doing the damn thing because I think this is my favorite deep cut on the album and wish it was more of a promo single. Yes, we got the video, I'm grateful, but more performances. The name alone, Future Nostalgia, such a simple yet complex, word that has so many layers of symbolism, and it's a feminist anthem. It's what Boys Will Be Boys tried to be. Like, I'm sorry, it's just good old fun. Number 2, I'm Levitating, Pretty Please, Love Again, and Don't Start Now. I knew they were gonna be fan favorites. The solo version and the remix are just chef's kiss. I don't know who has it up for Dua Lipa, but Levitating and Don't Start Now were supposed to be her first number 1 hits. I don't know what happened, but last minute rule change that reeked of payola and sexism got in the way with a sprinkle of Zionism, but that's another story for another day. We were truly robbed of that great moment, but congrats to everybody. We love everybody. Levitating is such a timeless and universal presence that it's just gaining traction a year and a half later. I mean, this was my song of the summer last year, and it's pretty much the summer anthem again. So again, keep up with me. I've been here. I've been doing my homework. So I made it known a month in advance to my family that I would be occupying the room to occupy the television on Grammy night to see Dua do her damn thing, and it was truly mesmerizing. That was a Grammy moment for the ages, and at the time, I thought we were gonna go up with the bang, and here we are still riding Future Nostalgia and Levitating. I mean, another perfectly formulated pop de resistance from Miss Lipa. And number 1, drum roll please, we have Break My Heart. I said what I said. You can stay mad and argue with your mother, argue with the wall, argue with yourself, because I'm not hearing this. I know that Break My Heart was made for me. Me and Dua, you know, we see each other right down to the sample of INXS, I Need You Tonight. In 2019, I was watching Black Mirror, San Junipero, I think it's called, and was hooked to the song. And then here we are a year later. I was given that song sampling INXS. Now come on now, string arrangements, Nile Rodgers, smash everywhere. Like it was meant for me, and so I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So Break My Heart just gives me energy and vitality. Its usage of isolating the vocals and the building up with the surrounding production. Don't even get me started on the Versace sweater. This song came like right out of like 1989. It's just delicious, opulent, scrumptious. Break My Heart deserved the hype of physical on Twitter, and I'm eternally grateful for Dua giving it the, you know, the single treatment. I mean, overall, you know, Dua has risen to such a pop veteran right now, and that's because she did exactly what she set out to do, you know, provide nostalgia in the pandemic and transcend her music to the future. I mean, probably she is one of the last musicians of our time to have that slow rise and take her time to master her craft and continue to stay relevant. I mean, Don't Start Now was released in 2019. We are still getting hits from an album that has been out for almost a year and a half. We're going on 2 years now.
People don't make albums anymore.
They don't make albums anymore. Like Bruno Mars and The Weeknd do what takes from the 80s and 90s when, you know, everyone, you know, created an era with the story. They're giving us the traditional maximalist pop music album rollout we've been missing out since 2013. I truly believe Future Nostalgia is a staple album that will be remembered for decades, and I think a lot of people should be scared for the next one because, you know, that once that wraps up, it's over for everybody. And that actually wraps up our video for today. So I don't know, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I have enjoyed just talking about this. The Future Nostalgia era, we barely scraped over it. We didn't even go to the artworks, the photo shoots, the David LaChapelle, Rolling Stone, Dua's World, you know, some more of it. So if you want a part 2, let me know. And if you want to see me rank more albums, let me know down in the comments. But I literally, the notes for this were 8 pages and I barely even tried. So stay safe, have a good day, and Goya.